Hey there, fabulous students. This is Miss Barnes, and welcome to class. I am your teacher. So, I want to provide a little bit of breakdown from you about how to navigate your class. It can be a little confusing when you start an online course, especially if you've never taken one before. So, I'm going to show you how to get started. First off, when you log in to Blackboard, you have a list of classes. If you have more than one, they'll all show up here under My Classes. Select the one for My Class. I'm going to show you this particular one, English 1A Credit Recovery. Once you enter your class, this is what we call the home page. Up here at the top is a banner. I change those once every week or two, and you want to make sure you read it because it has some helpful information. Then if you scroll down, there are announcements. I post at least one a week. Sometimes I do two. But you can scroll down and you will find older announcements, and these are filled with not only lots of color and pictures, but some helpful information about your class. Now, over here on the left-hand side are some buttons. From now on, I will call them buttons. They're links, but I like to call them buttons, and these are there's some important things in each of these. So we're just going to go right down the line. So first off, anytime you click on announcements, it'll take you to the page that we're currently on. It's basically the home page. Staff information. This one's really helpful. This is all about me. If you need to contact me, if you want to find out a little bit more about me, make sure I'm a real person, this is it. And down here is my contact information. There's a voicemail. You'll see my email, and there are some office hours if you ever want to come ask me a question. So that's kind of an important button. Next, we have our Class Connect button. Class Connect is basically two things that we have with this Class Connect button. First off, if you want to join my virtual office hour, that's the one that is at 8 o'clock on Wednesdays. This is how you will join. You will open up the Class Connect and you'll click on this link and it will launch what is called Class Connect. I also have recordings. They're in two places. One is right here, and you can see some recordings that I've created. You can click on any of those and watch a recording about a specific topic. So that's kind of an important button. Discussion board. We're going to come back to the discussion board a little later. Okay, if you're wondering where on earth do I get started, the very first button you want to use is orientation. Some classes call it course information, but this one calls it orientation. And once you open up, you will see several things. First, there is a button called Getting Started. This is really important, okay? So if you want to get started, you start with something called Getting Started. You want to actually read through all of these. You can click the little buttons that will take you to the next screen. Up here you can see that Integrity has 2 pages. You can either, after you read through it, you can either click on the next, or you can also click on page 2. Anything that's blue underlined, that's a hyperlink, just like the regular internet. Anytime you see things like this that say click to begin, you want to actually click to begin. You want to actually take the time to read those things. Those are really important. They're in there for a purpose. And so you'll want to work your way through this entire getting started button. All right, when you finish, you might be wondering how on earth do you get back to where you were. Up here we have a little breadcrumb trail. If I click the home, this will take me to the home page. If I click orientation, that's basically taking me back to the contents inside the orientation button. Next, we have a syllabus. This tells you kind of an overview of the course. It's always helpful to read that so you know what to expect. The schedule is really important. This schedule is something that I send to you when you first enroll in the class, but sometimes you want to make your own schedule. You just plug in your start date and an end date and hit submit, and you'll come up with a new schedule of all your activities for the entire course. Copy it, print it out, put it on a Word document, save it, cross things off as you get to it, but it's really important that you have some kind of organizational structure to your day. And finally, there's a student code of conduct. You want to make sure you read that. That's just about basically how to be an honest student with integrity, meaning no plagiarism, copying, cheating, things like that. Alright, once you've gone through all of these things, you are ready to start the course. And the course is all of these units. Okay, just like if you were in a brick and mortar class, you have units, same thing here. And our first unit is called biography. When you open up a unit, you see several items. Anything with a globe, this is basically content, material. It's information that you need to read. Anything with a little pencil and piece of paper, that's a quiz. You can see there's several here. And anything with the folder is an assignment that you will be writing, aka typing on your computer and submitting. But you don't want to do that. It's just like reading a book. You don't skip to the end. You don't jump around pages. You start at the very beginning. So you click on biography. Just like in the orientation section, how you read through the information and you click to the next page, that's what you're going to do here. So you're going to read, learn about the objectives of the unit. There's a checklist, there are vocabulary journals for you to use. These are all tools to help you be successful. You want to use these tools. If you're building a house and you have a nail that needs to go in and hold two pieces of wood together, you're not going to get out a piece of bologna and try to put that in. No, you're going to use the right tool for the job. You're going to get a hammer, even a nail gun. All right, you are going to use the tools to help you be effective in your job. And so that's what these tools are as well. So you want to use those. Open them up, save them on your computer, open up folders, be organized. All right, so you have lots of information to read, to ponder. Keep working, keep reading. Keep reading. You have a study guide. Keep reading. You may be wondering, am I doing reading? Sometimes. Alright, you have little activities. Make sure you click on anything that looks like a hyperlink. And eventually you are going to get to directions that tell you that you should do something. I believe it's all the way. Let's assume that you've read everything and you get to this page and it says, congratulations on completing this section. Now it's time to take the section quiz. Oh, alright. How do you take a quiz? So once you've done that, so now you need to go back and find that quiz. So follow your breadcrumb trail up here, go back to biography, and here's the first quiz. Alright, to credit recovery class, you have 5 attempts. Once you click on it, once you click begin, you must take the quiz. If you click begin and then you're like, I'm getting scared, and you click out, you're going to earn a 0. So once you click begin, you want to actually take it. I'm not going to click it now, but you can click begin and you get to take your exam up to 5 times. So if you don't like your score, go back, take it again, review the material, look at what you missed. So that is something that's important. When you get to the directions that tell you to complete an assignment, remember, come back here, open up this folder. Submitting work, this is really important. There, you have to submit work correctly. Once you are finally ready to submit an assignment, you're going to click the link that says submit your assignment here. Now, you will notice the points possible. You have a little box, you have a comments box, and you have the submit save as draft. What you need to do, you should not be typing your assignment. Don't type here, okay? Instead, you're going to actually use a word processing document, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Works, OpenOffice. You're going to type your document, you're going to save it, and then once you are ready to submit, you're going to attach a file. So you go to browse my computer, you're going to look around until you find your actual assignment. We're just going to pretend that this is it. Alright, and if you have another assignment that you need to submit, sometimes you have to upload 2 or more documents, so you simply go back to browse. Let's find another. Alright, so you have those, and then when you are actually ready to submit, you're going to click the submit button. You don't ever want to click save as draft. Alright, save as draft doesn't submit it. So the only time you actually want to come in here is when you are ready, you have your documents ready to submit, and then you click submit. I'm not going to, but you get the gist. Okay, let me show you a couple more things before I wrap it up. A few more buttons I want to point out. We have the resources button. Please use this. It has lots of helpful information. If you're confused about how the course works, how to post to the discussion board, any of those things, check this out. General writing help, specific help on each unit, check this stuff out. There's helpful information. If you want to access a recording of a session that I've done, you'll find them all in here. Okay, 3 more buttons. The Online Support Center. If you find yourself in need, typically technical support, you're going to click that Online Support Center button and a new window pops up and you will find more help there. Communication button. This is really important. If you want to chat with me, ask me a question, this is the perfect place. You click that. See, have a question? Start here. Alright, and then it tells you more directions and allows you to actually submit your work. And let's see, finally, we have our My Grades button. When you click on that, you don't see grades for me because I'm a teacher, I don't have grades, but you will actually see all of your grades in here, and this is how you are able to check out your assignments. You'll see all of your assignments, you'll see scores. You can actually click on the assignment, the grade that you received on an assignment, and another window will pop open for you, and you can read my feedback. Alright, so that's also really important after you submit your work. Okay, so remember, if you have questions, need help, I'm here. That's what that communication button is for. The big thing, and remember always to read what's on this announcements page because there's lots of helpful information. Alright, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my recording, and I can't wait to get started in class with you.